Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. I'm so happy to have you here. For all my returning viewers, I appreciate you all so very much, and thank you for being here as well. Today I'm participating in a challenge called Treat Yourself, and I will let you know more about that in a few minutes. But with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, DIY number 1. So I started out with some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, the wood cutouts from Dollar Tree, that pumpkin from Dollar Tree, and my Waverly chalk paint in the color Peacock. And I started off by using my Cricut spatula and removing the extra little cute things that were on this little sign. Then I took my Cricut what do they call that tool? Weeding tool. There you go. And my spatula, and I just work at pulling this off. Now this is just burlap that's glued on with a whole bunch of glitter on the back. So once I got that burlap off, I took my sanding paper and I sanded off as much of that glitter as I could. And then I painted my wood cutouts with that Waverly chalk paint, and I absolutely love this color. I think it is just so pretty. And once I got that painted, I painted the Hello Fall sign as well. But when I painted that Hello Fall sign, I did a little bit lighter brushing, because I really liked how some of that coloring from the wood was showing through, and it made it look distressed. So once I was done with those, I set them aside and I traced out this paper, and then I decided I didn't want it on the stem, so I cut that off. And then I'm using my glue stick here, and I am putting a very generous amount of glue onto that pumpkin, and then I will stick my paper right on top of that. And then once I am done with that, I take that leaf that I had painted, and I decided it needed some veining, so I took my Folk Art metallic pure gold and a very light small paintbrush, and I'm just very lightly painting on the veins. Then I took that same color, the peacock color, and I decided to go ahead and paint the base with that color, so that it just kind of tied in with the words and the leaf. And once I was done with that and it was dry, I took some jute twine, and I am just going to wrap it all around that stem. And I also wrap the base of the pumpkin between the holder and the pumpkin with some jute twine as well, but I didn't show that part. And once I have that all done, then I am going to go in and use my Cashew Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to do a little distressing on the base of that pumpkin to just kind of match with the distressing look that is on the Hello Fall sign or words. And I do actually use some of this paint to go ahead and add a little bit more distressing on that sign as well. And then once those are done, I just take my little glue dots, and I'm just going to put them on the back of the sign and on the back of the leaf, and I am just going to attach them to my little pumpkin here. And then after that, I am going to make a little jute twine bow to put right over that little hole that's on that leaf. Then when I am done with that, I am going to take some lace ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree, and I just make a simple little bow, and I attach that on the bottom part of the stem. And then once I have that done, I took a little blue button that I got from Dollar Tree from their jar of buttons and added it to the middle of the bow, and this one is complete, and I think it came out looking really cute. So today's collaboration is called Treat Yourself, and it is in honor of Robin, who is the co-host, because it is going to be her birthday on the 22nd, and she loves dogs. But today's host is Krista with Krista's Crafty Life, and Krista has a lot of amazing DIYs. If you have not checked her out, please go check her out and subscribe to her and show her some love. And then Robin is our co-host. She does some amazing DIYs as well. A lot of farmhouse. She does a lot of crafty hints. And she is just an amazing lady as well. So please check them both out, as well as the rest of the ladies in the playlist. Here is number 2, and then the picture of number 1 was there too. So I start off with this pumpkin that I got at the Dollar Tree, this styrofoam round from the Dollar Tree, this candlestick I bought from Hobby Lobby for $4.74, and some floral picks from the Dollar Tree as well. And so I was thinking about painting this candlestick, but I decided I really did like that rustic, so I kept it just like it was. I'm using that Fix-All glue and some hot glue and just going around the top part of that. And then I'm putting my little styrofoam round there. Then I just use some hot glue on the bottom of that pumpkin, and I stick it right on top. Now, I originally thought about maybe painting that pumpkin, but I was just really liking the way all of this was coming out. So I took these flowers and the picks, and I just randomly stuck them through that styrofoam round. I went all the way around the pumpkin, just layering things the way I liked it. And sometimes it was kind of hard. The styrofoam's a little hard, so I would just take my little pokey tool there and pierce a little hole, and then they would go right in. So I just did that all the way around, and there it is. And that is all it was. I love the way this came out. I was going to cut out the top and put a little candle in it, an LED candle, but I just loved this so much that I decided to not do that. So those are going in my bedroom. And if you haven't followed me yet on Facebook or Instagram, I would invite you to come join me there so that we can get to know each other a little bit better. And then if you'd like to support my channel and myself, you can buy me a coffee. And you don't have to. I don't expect it, but it would be appreciated. And here is DIY number 3. So forget that little gate sign or gate that you see behind those picture frames. I ended up not using it, and I'll tell you more about that in a few minutes. But I used those picture frames, some flat wood dowels, and some popsicle sticks. Now, my idea was to make a cathedral window, but I really didn't like the way that top part turned out, so I do something a little different. But in the meantime, I took all the stuff out of those picture frames, and then I took these dowels and I'm cutting them down to fit inside of that frame so that it looks like a picture or a window frame. And I did kind of use my ruler to mark where the center pieces were, and I kind of marked them so that way I knew right where to place these. And then I just hot glue them in. And when I cut them pretty close to the edge so they pretty much fit in there perfectly. Then I took the popsicle sticks and I am just going to hot glue 2 of those signs together. Now, when I showed you the items that I used, I showed you for 1. I do make 2, as you saw in the beginning picture, because I'm going to hang 1 on each side of our TV in our bedroom. Then when I had them hot glued, I used my staple gun and stapled them in for added security, and then I added those sticks to the bottom picture frame as well. And then I took it outside and painted it with my spray paint. Now this is where, after I've painted it, I realized I really did not like the way I had that top with the fence there. It just did not look right. It looked like it was missing something. So I took this Halloween sign and I cut out the middle part, and it was really easy. I just used my knife there to score it a few times, and it came right out. And then I decided to cut the whole circle, or oval really, in half by just cutting the little pieces apart. And then I took each half and stapled them to the back of the window frame that I created. And then once I had them both attached, I took them out and I spray painted them with that black spray paint as well. Then while that was drying, I took 2 of these little wreath forms I got from Dollar Tree and some more of those flowers that match the previous DIY, and I am just putting them in on the bottom part of that wreath form in just however I liked it. I just kind of placed them here and there depending on what I was going for. Then when I was done with those, I did make some bows. I didn't show this part. I didn't want to bore you guys, but I made 3 bows with these ribbons. One ribbon, the big ribbon is from Hobby Lobby, the blue ribbon is from Walmart, and the small ribbon is from Dollar Tree. And I just added a little leaf, a wood leaf that came from Hobby Lobby, and attached them, and there they are. And I think they came out looking so cute. The wreaths I just have attached with a zip tie, so that way I can change it out for the seasons, and then that just helps my bedroom look a little more pretty. So here is the next DIY, and this is for Robin. I will be sending this to her for her birthday. She is a dog lover. She's a groomer and she trains them, so this is why we did a dog theme as well. So I just use all those items that you just saw, and you start off by just tearing those pieces off of the rulers, and those come from Dollar Tree. Then I laid them out with the holes on opposite sides of each other, and I am going to use these jumbo popsicle sticks to hot glue the sign and the sticks and the top part of that heart all together. And once I get those all hot glued on, then we have one cohesive sign. So I take my Waverly chalk paint and the color ink, and I painted the whole sign front and back. And then I made this print out on my Cricut, and I am just attaching these words to that sign. Now, what I didn't mention before is this whole collaboration is, like I said, in honor of Robin's birthday, so it's treat yourself. So basically things that we would like to make for ourselves or would like people to give us. So I decided to make things that go in my bedroom because I don't normally decorate for fall in my bedroom, and I thought, you know, that is a treat for me to be able to have pretty things in my bedroom, and I love fall, so I decided to make all these decorations to go in my bedroom. And then of course, because Robin loves dogs and is a groomer and a trainer, we decided to make one project for dogs, and so this one is for Robin. So I just put those little paw prints on, and then I took those stickers and I just added the little heart and the little leaves on the bottom. Then I took my rope and I am just weaving it in and out of those little holes. And I started from the bottom and went up on the right side, and then on the left, I just transferred it over in the back and weaved it in and out on the left side as well. And then once I get that all done, I am just going to tie those together in a knot and then cut off the excess. And I'm loving this. I told my husband I might have to make me one. It's so cute. So then I took my plaster, my Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster, and I'm just doing some dry brushing all over this sign. And once that was dry, I took some of those half beads and I just measured where I wanted to place them, so that way they were even as can be. And I just did a little hot glue on the back and I put them all on, and that is all there was for this one. And I think it came out adorable. You'll have to let me know what you think of it. And Robin, this one is for you. I hope you like it. So if you like what you see today and you're new here, I would invite you to hit that subscribe button and become part of our little family that is growing quickly. Here is a view of all of the projects I did today. And don't forget, guys, to give me a thumbs up. That really helps my channel grow, as well as commenting and watching those ads, and share this with your friends and family. And so for now, this is everything for today. I will be back in a couple of days with another video, so have those notification bells set. And with all that being said, you guys have a great day and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.